Mark Huckle joined the Kingham Hill staff on completing his studies at London University in 1979 and taught RE for a year. During that short spell, he was tutor of Sheffield House and ran the First 11 soccer team and made this documentary on Super 8 silent film. The British Rail train pulls into the tiny village station of Kingham, 2 hours from Paddington Station. The Kingham Hill boys are greeted by the kind but eccentric Mr. Gilmore. For some, it will be their first taste of boarding away from home. Others will be old hats. Kingham Hill School dates back to 1886 and was built on 100 acres of Cotswold farmland within a few miles of Chipping Norton, Stow-on-the-Wold and Moreton-in-Marsh. It was founded by the Christian philanthropist Charles Edward Baring-Young, a place where boys with a boarding need could be educated and prepared for life. The school, back in 1979, was led by Warden John Mash, ably assisted by his deputy, the much cherished and long-standing teacher Rodney Chapman. New recruits that year also included Adrian Lloyd, English graduate Andrew Sinclare, and chemist Roy Milin. These would go on to serve the school for many years and learn their craft from their more experienced colleagues, Les Cunliffe, Edward Batchelor, aka Blakey, and David Shepherd. Kingham Hill School has an Anglican evangelical tradition, and the boys attend daily and Sunday morning chapel. Baring-Young's vision was one where the boys of Kingham would learn their letters, gain a trade, and benefit from an understanding of the Christian faith. At Kingham, the boys enjoyed a wide range of sport under the direction of Tim Hodnett and extracurricular activities every afternoon. It is an education for life where boys become men. This is why every boy every year takes part in the annual mass cross-country run, whatever the weather and conditions. The First 11 v Staff football is fiercely competitive with no quarter given on either side. Softball is always great fun and one of the many competitive house events. In the summer term, the boys divide their time between cricket and athletics, both track and field. Look at this athlete, the body of Adonis. On Monday afternoons, the boys can either work their way towards gaining their scout badges or participate in one of the combined cadet forces. All are led by experienced and well-equipped teachers. Now that's how to save the rainforest. As members of the Army Cadet Force, the boys take part in drills, skill at arms, shooting, fieldcraft and a variety of adventurous training activities. Those in the Air Cadet Force have a high time learning about aviation and taking to the skies. Thursday afternoons are set aside for clubs and societies where the boys can share special interests of the members of the teaching staff. Flying model gliders with Jim Williams, horse riding with Pat Gilmore, swimming in the open-air swimming pool, chess with the head of maths, John Jenkins, restoring tractors with Bob Herringshaw in metalwork, or reenacting Bruce Lee's martial arts with Nick Poon. Or rehearsing for the next music concert with Wadham Sutton, the head of music. Every boy is a boarder and lives in one of the 6 boarding houses. Each house has a jazz cellar where the boys can relax after a couple of hours of prep. The resident housemaster and his wife arrange activities and outings like a punt down the River Cherwell in Oxford. Look at those bathrooms. They don't make them like that anymore. Sheffield House in 1979 was run by housemaster Bill Harvey and his wife Gwen. Godfrey Nicholson and Mark Huckle were the house tutors. Here's a first. The boys of Kingham Hill School are treated to a private air display by the Red Arrows, thanks to RAF links developed by Jim Williams. And they're off. 3 annual events draw the summer term at Kingham Hill School to a climax. The first is Sports Day, when all the staff get stuck in and the boys pit their agility, strength and stamina against each other, both on the track and in the field. CCF Day follows shortly on the heels of Sports Day and is the occasion where the boys really look spick and span, and the various regiments march by and perform their drills under the eagle eyes of Colonel Chapman and the visiting top brass, who have come to review the troops. In preparation for the 3rd major event, Speech Day, the boys are all assigned tasks to spruce up the school estate. No stone is left unturned or unpainted. There's nothing out of place. Speech Day finally arrives. Pupils, parents, teachers and invited guests make their way to the marquee to celebrate the achievements of the distinguished boys. The warden John Mash and head boy Mark Owens reflect on and pay homage to the passing academic year of 1979 to 1980. Some have had enough and can take no more. Then finally, the last clear up in the boarding houses and classrooms. It's all hands on deck and the boys scrub floors and clean the classroom walls. and time for one last reflection from the form tutor. After that, the boys can anticipate the summer holidays as they make their way to the cars, coaches and trains that will return them to their homes across England and the furthest reaches of Europe and the Commonwealth. For some of the boys and teaching staff, it is their final day at the school on the edge of the Cotswolds that has become home away from home.